beneath dense jungles. Ancient secrets are waiting to be uncovered, offering clues to civilizations we thought we understood. Across the globe, women hold just 25% of corporate leadership roles, yet bold policies are beginning to close this gap in surprising and powerful ways. And with flooding affecting over 20 million people each year, could an innovation from an unexpected source hold the key to saving lives? Welcome back to Radiant Reports, where we uncover the extraordinary, celebrate human ingenuity, and explore the breakthroughs shaping our future. Today's episode takes us on a journey through stories of resilience, creativity, and bold ideas. Stories that remind us of the incredible potential within us all. Here's something to think about. Companies with greater gender diversity in leadership generate up to 25% higher profits, on average. When we challenge norms and rethink possibilities, how far-reaching might the effects of progress be? Have you ever thought about how a single policy could reshape an entire cultural narrative? Starting January 2025, the UAE is taking a historic step, mandating that all private joint stock companies must reserve at least one board seat for women. This groundbreaking reform isn't just about compliance. It's a powerful statement about the future of leadership and equality. This initiative builds on the UAE's earlier achievements. In 2021, a similar policy was introduced for public joint stock companies, and the impact has been remarkable. Female board membership in the UAE has grown significantly, from just 29 seats in 2020 to 77 seats in 2022, a clear sign of progress. Now, the government aims to extend this momentum to private companies, further solidifying the UAE's leadership in the Arab world and beyond.
One is visionary leadership. The late Sheikh Zayed was the one who planted the seed. He really was a visionary man and really believed and advocated for female inclusion. And of course, his wife, Sheikha Fatma, is the one who's also a role model for us and really has taken the legacy with her late husband all the way to today, if you look at some of the incredible initiatives. So this visionary leadership is a key ingredient. If you think of the first school that His Highness built was a boys' school and a girls' school, because he really understood that the female population in the community also is a big driver for economic and social growth.
But progress hasn't come without challenges. While the UAE's policies are revolutionary, cultural and systemic barriers persist. Critics argue that quotas alone can't dismantle deeply ingrained biases or ensure meaningful participation in decision-making. Advocates counter that such policies are critical first steps, creating opportunities where none existed before. Behind this reform is a concerted effort by policymakers, advocates, and trailblazing leaders. Sheikha Manal bint Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. Sheikha Manal has been a vocal proponent of gender equity, emphasizing that empowering women is essential to building a stronger, more innovative society. Through initiatives like leadership development programs, university scholarships and mentorship schemes, the UAE is not only elevating women into leadership roles, but also creating a culture that values diverse perspectives.
So when you look at these key drivers, Emma, if we look at some of the numbers, 50% of parliament in the UAE are women, represented by women. 30% of the cabinet are female ministers. Then you look at STEM education, more than 50% of STEM graduates are women. If you look at the public workforce, more than 65% are women.
The benefits of these policies go beyond representation. Research consistently shows that gender-diverse boards lead to better decision-making, increased profitability, and greater innovation. In fact, companies with at least 30% female representation on their boards are more likely to those with less diversity. This reform is not just a social milestone, it's a smart business strategy that could inspire other nations to follow suit. Globally, women continue to face barriers in leadership. While they hold only 25% of boardroom seats, progress like this in the UAE sends a powerful message. Systemic change is possible when policy aligns with action. Imagine a world where boardrooms reflect the diversity of the communities they serve, where every voice is heard and every perspective has a chance to shape the future. It's a vision worth striving for. To put this into perspective, consider stories like that of Aisha Al-Mari, who became one of the youngest board members in the UAE following these reforms. Her journey highlights how systemic change can empower individuals to redefine what's possible. Aisha credits mentorship programs and supportive policies for opening doors that had long been closed. If this story resonates with you, consider exploring organizations like the 30% Club and UN Women, leading global efforts to advance gender equality. Whether it's advocating for inclusive policies, mentoring women in your community, or supporting educational initiatives, there are countless ways to contribute to this movement. Over 12 million people have been displaced by conflict in recent years, forced to rebuild their lives from the ground up. How does resilience emerge from the ashes of upheaval? Have you ever thought about how a single event can reshape the course of a nation's history? In December 2024, after over a decade of devastating conflict, Syria reached a turning point that many believed impossible. Rebel forces, led by Hayat Tahrir al-Sham, captured Damascus, marking the end of Bashar al-Assad's 24-year rule and the Assad family's 53-year dominance over the country. This historic moment didn't come easily. The Syrian civil war has left scars on every corner of the nation, claiming the lives of over 500,000 people and displacing more than 12 million, half of the country's pre-war population.
They kept going, pushing southward down Syria's most important highway and carving a path that would essentially lead to Damascus. And during the Aleppo offensive, the world got a first-hand look at not just the rebels that would lead the offensive, but at the patchwork of rebel groups and alliances that would define the fighting to come.
The fall of Damascus is a significant milestone, but it also raises questions about what lies ahead for a nation fractured by years of violence, mistrust, and foreign interventions.
In the suburbs around the city, civilians were observed in dozens of locations, tearing down propaganda, defacing posters and pictures of members of the Assad dynasty, and even toppling a statue of Bashar al-Assad's father, Hafez, within 10 kilometers of the heart of Damascus itself.
Following the collapse of Assad's government, HTS announced the establishment of a transitional council led by Ahmed al-Shara. The council's primary goals include addressing war crimes, rebuilding Syria's infrastructure, and establishing a framework for democratic elections within the next 3 years. One of the first acts of this transitional government has been the commencement of investigations into mass graves, a grim reminder of the regime's brutal tactics. International reactions have been mixed. Neighbouring Turkey, a key player in the region, has expressed cautious optimism and plans to resume diplomatic and economic ties. Western nations, however, remain wary of HTS's Islamist roots and the potential involvement of foreign jihadists in the new leadership.
Hezbollah's primary backer, Iran, is also Syria's primary backer, but Iran is stretched thin economically, facing geopolitical headwinds, and seemed unwilling to put its interests on the line for Assad. As the city of Homs fell, reports emerged that Iran was in the process of evacuating its personnel and its military advisors, abandoning a 40-year effort to prop up a regime that was, to that point, Iran's closest ally in the Middle East.
The global community is closely watching how the transitional government navigates these challenges, balancing international scrutiny with the need for internal reconciliation. At the heart of this transformation are the Syrian people themselves. Communities across the country are beginning to rebuild, with grassroots initiatives focusing on education, healthcare, and local governance. Stories like that of Samar, a schoolteacher in Aleppo, highlight the resilience of Syrians. Despite losing her home and family in the conflict, Samar has dedicated her life to educating displaced children, providing a glimmer of hope for a generation that has known little but war. The road ahead for Syria is undoubtedly long and fraught with challenges. Rebuilding trust, infrastructure, and a sense of national identity will take years, if not decades. Yet, the fall of Assad's regime offers a chance for Syrians to reclaim their future and reimagine their nation. This story isn't just about the end of a dictatorship, it's about the resilience of a people determined to overcome unimaginable hardship. It's a reminder that even in the darkest moments, hope and perseverance can pave the way for change. Syria begins this new chapter. One question lingers. What lessons can the world learn from a nation's struggle to rebuild against all odds? And how might the resilience of the Syrian people inspire others facing their own battles for justice and freedom? Globally, over 1 billion people live with disabilities, yet fewer than 10% have access to the tools that could transform their lives. How might innovation unlock the potential hidden in everyday barriers? Imagine a world where technology doesn't just assist, it empowers. For millions of people with disabilities, artificial intelligence is doing just that, breaking barriers and opening up possibilities that were once unimaginable. At the heart of this transformation are innovations like Microsoft's Seeing AI and Toyota's Human Support Robot, HSR. These tools are reshaping accessibility and independence for individuals worldwide. Microsoft's Seeing AI is a free app designed to narrate the visual world for people who are blind or have low vision. Using a smartphone's camera, the app can identify objects, read text, recognize faces, and even describe scenes.
All right, the first two things are speech to text and text to speech. Now, just as like a little baseline so everyone understands, speech to text is the process in which someone can speak into a microphone or a computer, and their speech is dictated into text so that that person, if they have some form of dyslexia, dysgraphia, or other fine motor challenges, can utilize, the computer so they don't have to actually write or type out the words. They can simply dictate them into the computer.
For Paralympian Lex Gillette, who is visually impaired, Seeing AI has been a game changer. It helps him navigate new environments, read important documents, and maintain his independence. It's like having an extra set of eyes, he says, highlighting the profound impact technology can have on everyday life. Toyota's human support robot takes accessibility a step further. Designed for people with limited mobility, the HSR can fetch objects, open doors, and even provide companionship. This robotic assistant is more than a convenience. It's a lifeline for individuals who want to maintain autonomy and dignity in their daily routines. By combining advanced AI with human-centered design, Toyota is setting a new standard for assistive technology.
AI is also helping really create personal learning pathways. A lot of these online sites that you can utilize, right, to learn new content or even review old content now allow you to make personalized learning pathways, right? And that's thanks to AI.
The significance of these innovations extends beyond the individuals they serve. They represent a shift in how society views disability, not as a limitation, but as a challenge that can be addressed through ingenuity and collaboration. In a world where over 1 billion people live with disabilities, tools like Seeing AI and the HSR are not just groundbreaking. They're necessary. However, the journey to inclusivity is far from complete. Access to these technologies remains uneven, particularly in low-income regions where the need is often greatest. Bridging this gap requires partnerships between governments, tech companies, and advocacy organizations to ensure these tools are affordable and widely available. The hidden heroes behind these breakthroughs are the engineers, researchers, and user advocates who have spent years refining these technologies. Their work is a testament to what's possible when innovation is driven by empathy and purpose. From software developers at Microsoft to field testers with disabilities, their collaborative efforts have turned visionary ideas into reality. What if we extended this mindset to other challenges? Imagine how similar innovations could address issues like climate change or public health. Technology has the power to transform lives, but only if we prioritize inclusivity and accessibility as core values in every field. As AI continues to evolve, the question isn't just what it can do, but how it can create a more equitable world. The possibilities are endless when innovation is guided by compassion and purpose. Just as technology is unlocking potential for individuals, young innovators are harnessing these tools to tackle some of the world's most pressing challenges. What if the future of climate resilience lay in the hands of teenagers? Across the globe, young innovators are stepping up to tackle some of the world's most pressing challenges, and they're using cutting-edge technology to do it. Among them is a group of students from the North Carolina School of Science and Mathematics, George Cheng, Shubhan Bhattacharya, Sumed Kotranavar, and Raichan Shala. Together, they developed Floodgate, a flood prediction and warning software designed to help communities prepare for disasters before they strike. Flooding impacts over 20 million people each year, destroying homes, disrupting livelihoods, and claiming lives. The Floodgate team, inspired by the devastating floods in their hometowns and abroad, sought a solution that could make a real difference.
The inspiration of this project came from the fact that I realized that a lot of my friends' homes were getting flooded. And especially back home in China, a lot of my family's homes are getting flooded as well. And so what started as a very, very prototypical flood prediction model created by myself turned into a group effort from my school and other contributors from around the world.
By combining AI, math modeling, and real-time data, their software generates interactive 3D flood risk visualizations. It provides governments and local communities with critical early warnings, giving them time to evacuate, protect essential infrastructure, and plan rescue operations.
Floodgate uses generative cellular automata to provide different rules for different elevation surfaces and land surfaces. Alongside with our artificial intelligence algorithm that provides the rainfall data for Floodgate, we're able to generate a 3D flood inundation model for practically anywhere around the world.
The success of Floodgate has been extraordinary. During initial testing in flood-prone regions, it accurately predicted high-risk areas, allowing communities to take preventive action. These life-saving results earned the team the prestigious $50,000 Earth Prize in 2024, an international recognition of their innovation and collaboration. But the journey wasn't without challenges. Balancing the rigorous demands of school with developing the software and securing funding proved difficult. The team also faced technical hurdles, such as refining AI algorithms and integrating their weighted cellular automaton model to improve flood prediction accuracy.
The biggest challenge was learning just generative cellular automata and learning Python and other coding languages. A lot of the people in my group did not have very concrete coding experience, and so we took kind of crash courses together. We learned through this, and we were able to create something that was truly meaningful in our lives and something that's applicable to people around the world.
Despite the obstacles, their determination never wavered. Every flood avoided means lives saved, said George Cheng, reflecting the team's deep commitment to their mission. Floodgate's impact goes beyond its technical capabilities. It is a testament to the power of youth-led innovation and collaboration, as the team worked closely with scientists, local governments, and community leaders to ensure their model was both practical and scalable. By combining technical expertise with real-world insights, they developed a tool that is not only innovative, but crucial to saving lives. This story challenges the notion that expertise only comes with age and highlights how fresh perspectives can lead to breakthroughs. Imagine if every flood-prone community had access to tools like Floodgate, empowering them to face climate challenges with confidence. As climate-related disasters become more frequent, innovations like Floodgate remind us that the solutions to global issues can come from unexpected places, including the creativity and determination of the next generation, from policies reshaping leadership to technologies breaking barriers. Today's stories remind us of the power of collaboration, innovation, and determination. Whether it's creating inclusive opportunities for women, rebuilding a nation, or using AI to empower individuals with disabilities, these breakthroughs reflect the resilience and creativity of the human spirit. But these aren't just stories of achievement, they're reminders that small actions can lead to big change. Consider the work of Youth Climate Report, showcasing how youth-led innovations drive 35% of climate-related technological breakthroughs globally. Or learn from 80 Years' Assistive Technology blog, where mission-driven creators explore how inclusive design is transforming accessibility worldwide. In Syria, grassroots efforts highlighted by Syria Direct show that community-led rebuilding initiatives can restore essential infrastructure up to 40% faster than traditional interventions. What small steps can we take to create change in our own lives? Whether it's supporting inclusive technologies, amplifying community efforts, or simply staying curious, every action matters. If you've enjoyed this journey with Radiant Reports, don't forget to like this video, share it with someone who needs inspiration, and subscribe for more stories that spark curiosity, celebrate resilience, and highlight the solutions shaping our world. Until next time, stay curious, stay inspired, and take care of yourselves.